This is Jordan Tower with JTNEWS. Well, don't you love it when Cameron goes on Instagram Live? It's always an event. Well, he went on Instagram Live yesterday and he was talking about Mase. And he was basically saying Mase became a pastor to get away from the violence. Now, he further clarified that. He said, this is Jordan Tower with JTNEWS. Well, we know Cameron kind of exposed on his IG why Mase had left the whole rap game right after his second album. He left the rap game. He had like 3 albums out. He had Harlem World, then he had his whole group, and then he had his second album. Then he left the game, and then he got into being a pastor. And Cameron said he did this because there was too much like violence and people asking him too much. You know, he was 22 with $8 million. He said, he kind of left because he said once you get to being a pastor, he figured no one was going to bother him anymore. But when shit got quiet, he kept returning to the game. So like in 2004, he came back with Welcome Back. Then he tried to get with G-Unit. Then he left again. Then he came back in 2009. Then he came back, left and came back recently with the whole Bad Boy reunion tour. Now, he said, I guess the divine Mase is gone because he swam back to swearing and everything. Well, Mase kind of returned fire in a way, in a Mase-like fashion. First he said, I know not to respond and talk about other artists. That's part, and mind other people's business. But I'm not scared of anything.
Artist development, so I know better than to answer questions about other people. I don't really mind other people's business. I live sometime by old school rules. I don't really care what people say as long as they don't put their hands on me.
Church, that nigga cursing. He said a rhyme. That nigga said, yo, the nuns was in the back of the church humming my name. I said, this nigga is the illest right here.
He basically said something along those lines. He basically just took a little jab back, nothing crazy. And Cameron didn't mean it in a malicious way anyways. Cameron actually said, Mase is ill and he respects Mase. He just didn't understand his moves at the time, but he respects Mase. So it wasn't really any ill intentions anyways, but he did answer the whole thing on his live, and he also put up a little post. It's no big deal anyways, but Mase did respond, which I thought was kind of interesting. Mase, a new album, I don't know how Mase would be rapping on a new album. Mase always got it in his own way, but he's never really consistent with staying out. I mean, he had it on fire 97 to 2001 or 2000, and then he left. Then he kept trying to come back, and it just wasn't working. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Jordan Tower Films. Jordan Tower Films.